Good morning, fam. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well. So today's video, yes, as you can see, we're changing oil today in Bruce and the Hulk. I'm about to put some flushes in them, have them run for a couple minutes. Got some dope flushes from Amsoil, you know, only the best for my boys. And what we're gonna be doing is using these right here, as you guessed it from the intro. Fumoto was pleased enough with the vid I did with my 2016 Ram Sport Bruce. They were very pleased with the video I did for them, so they sent me out a couple more valves to show my Subi fam community. And also it will help spread awareness and less confusion when using these valves. And by that I mean, if you look right here, these valves, you see the front, it looks like you could put a socket on this, right? Yeah. You cannot tighten these valves from the front because you could actually break the system inside of it and cause leakage. These valves tighten from the side. So if you don't have tools, you hand tighten it and then give it a 1/8 turn with the wrench that fits. The best thing to do is obviously use a torque wrench. So let me just get into that right now. Things that you're gonna need: torque wrench, crow's feet wrenches, because that fits in on the side. You put an extension and you could torque it. I'll show you exactly how to. Obviously, your oils, appropriate filters. That's really it. Guys, I'm not really gonna go in too much. I'm pretty sure 7 to 8 out of 10 of you know how to change your oil. So that's not the purpose of this video, is like learning how to change oil. I'll throw my other video from Bruce in the description so you could actually see that. But this is to show how to use or how to install this valve. Before you throw out anything, when you rip this open, there's instructions right here if you need it. These instructions will show you, or just pretty much tell you exactly how to install it. The only thing it doesn't tell you is the torque spec. So this is an F105 series valve right here, F106 series valve for the truck. Both of these are torqued to 18 foot-pounds, and that is it. A normal torque spec for this Subaru drain plug, it's about 34 foot-pounds. For the truck, it's around 25 foot-pounds. But once you're using these valves, it's a different torque spec. Got what I'm saying? And this is the awareness that you have to spread. You put 34 foot-pounds on one of these valves, and who knows what can happen. You get what I'm saying? So you just don't want to do that. All right? So now I'm gonna start these boys up, put some flushes in there, and in the meantime, I'm gonna have to take down the skid from underneath here, and then I'll see you underneath the car. All right, guys, before I run my flushes in there, I'm gonna be taking a sample of my oil right now. I think I have maybe, I would say 1,100 miles on this from the last oil change. Let me just double check real quick. So my trip is at 1140. Yep. So usually on Motul, I change my oil every 1,500 miles due to me running ethanol. So now I use Amsoil on my truck, and it works wonders. So now I'm going over to that bad boy right there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it under the same conditions. My ethanol content, it's been shit on the island right now, so it's at E50, but I know a place is gonna be running at almost 75%. So I'm gonna be filling up there, running the Amsoil for either 1,100 miles or more, send it out to Blackstone to get tested, and we'll see the results. Alright guys, so this is the new valve right here and the gasket. Guys, make sure that the gasket doesn't have any deformities, like cracks or anything like that. And make sure your valve is on the off position right there. That's where it sits in that, it's like a pocket. It sits firmly in that pocket, just make sure. Nice. Now, after threading that bad boy in, also be aware, make sure you have your gasket on your oil filter right there. Oops. Make sure your old gasket from your old oil filter is not remained back on the mounting plate where you gotta put it. Just start threading that bad boy in. Now, your oil filter, once you thread it in, most of you guys are hopefully decently, strong. You don't have to tighten this oil filter down with a wrench, guys. Do not. Once the car turns on and it heats up, the gasket on the oil filter is gonna expand and form a tight seal. That's why you wanna make sure the old one is off. Otherwise, if you have two gaskets meeting in the middle, you're gonna have a really bad leak. So once the filter gets tight, once it gets tight enough, give it like 2 turns, make sure, and that's it. Now, your wrench right here, make sure the Fumoto valve, as I said, your regular Subaru drain plug is about 34 foot-pounds. This F105 and even the F106 for the truck, it takes 18 foot-pounds. So make sure your torque wrench is set appropriately, because you don't want to jack something up. You know what I'm saying? Set that bad boy to 18 foot-pounds. This is how the crow's foot wrench looks. So I got a socket on, I got an extension, little extension on there, because this is a 1/2 inch and the crow's foot is 3/8. So I have an adapter. Now once you put it on there, start tightening. You're gonna hear the click. Click, that's it. That's all you do. Just do one more. There you go. And that's all there is to it. That is it. And you're done. 18 foot-pounds on your torque wrench, and that's it. Now, they give you a nifty little lock for this bad boy, in case you're scared that the valve is gonna pop out of place. It won't, but you never know. So, there's a slit in the lock right here, and that's where it goes in. Let me give you a close-up. That's how the lock goes in. There's a slit in one side of that little lock they give you, and you put it in and you just lock it in like that. So the valve, if you're scared that it's gonna move, now it won't move. You know what I'm saying? Because it can't move up from that pocket. And that is it, guys. That is it. Now all you got to do is just add your oil, start it up, make sure the oil pressure is good, and top it off. And that's it. So the rest of this video is just going to be a time lapse of that. And that's it, guys. Definitely check out Fumoto's website. The stuff I'm using today is going to be in a link in the description. From the oils, the additives, anything you need, everything is going to be there. So check it out, man. As I said, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.